Welcome back everyone, how are you all doing? I am Hassan and it's been a while, it's been a long time since I've sat in front of this camera lens. So today I'm going to be reacting to medical memes. I was born in an era where we used to tell jokes face to face. But now if you can't put it in a meme, it's no longer funny. If you can't write LOOOOOOOOOL ruffle, then you might as well keep your mouth closed. So let's see what these medical clowns are saying. Let's break down these memes. Let's get going. Meme number 1. When you have to tell the patient you need to repeat the x-ray for the 3rd time. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I do not envy the doctor in this situation. It's not only x-ray, by the way. It's if you have to tell the patient you need to take bloods for the 3rd time, you need to try cannula for the 3rd time. It never goes down well. With each time you need to repeat something because it went wrong the last time, the patient loses more trust in you and it just becomes a more difficult interaction. When you let the patient go to the bathroom and hear a thud behind the door. Rest in peace. That's it. You might as well go home, find where your medical insurance is at, write down your number, and yeah, pray for the best because you're finished. You're finished. And that's why if a patient tells me they need to go to the bathroom, nurse, that solo responsibility is too much to handle. When work calls and asks if I want to pick up an extra shift, close the phone. Well, I'd like to, but not as much as I'd not like to. That's kind of true. It varies. If I can help and they're desperate, I would try to help. A lot of times work, they forget that like you have a life and you might have plans already. Watching your patient from across the room pull out their Foley catheter with an inflated balloon. Ouch. Ouch. That gives me pain just thinking about it, just visualizing it. A catheter is something we put into the patient's urethra, into their bladder, to basically help them pass urine. And it works by putting a balloon in there. So imagine if you pull it, you're now putting this inflated balloon through this thin tube, which is your urethra.
Please, no! 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 No!
You can imagine the pain that would cause. Today at the clinic, I told a patient not to eat fast food. We saw each other at McDonald's during lunch. That's not our fault, by the way. If hospital canteens started making better, healthier foods, we would not be needing to gobble down pizzas, burgers, and everything else at lunchtimes. Medical students watching surgery for the first time. This is assuming they haven't fainted, by the way. Because that's more likely. Quick, Charles is losing a lot of blood. He needs an infusion. What's his blood type? B positive. I'm trying, but he's losing a lot of blood. That one's funny. What about B negative? Okay, that's not funny. When you've forgotten all about the outside world after a 16-hour shift. What kind of bird is this? He says to the butterfly. And that is true. Night shifts are this all-encompassing dimension, 5th dimension, where you forget about everything else.
Is this real life?
Your case is quite complicated. Why, doctor? What's happened? You got a disease from the chapter which I left as optional during my studies. Embryology. Doctor, don't worry, the x-ray is harmless. Also, doctor is gearing up as Iron Man. It's because we have to see a lot of x-rays, like not just that one that the patient is having. Do you have any disease? No. Do you take any medications? Yes. Metformin, atenolol, aspirin, statins. It happens all the time, especially because patients wouldn't categorize what they have as a disease per se. In your medical history you've written nothing, and then you go down to medication, suddenly they list it out and you're like, oh my god, why couldn't you say this earlier? And it's especially embarrassing where the patient might not mention it at all to you and they'll mention it to the next doctor who goes and sees them. No one noticed, but Aladdin was suffering from hydrocele. Okay. And nothing was ever the same. The less I talk about that one, the better. When a patient tries to hurt your feelings, but you're dead inside from all your years in healthcare. It's true. You can't break the heart of an Arsenal fan, and you can't break the heart of a healthcare professional, because I've seen it all. Medicine students taking a selfie after their graduations. You know, I found a white hair in my head the other day. The first one, and one in my beard. FY1 and medical students on their ward round.
Hey, hey!
It's the blind leading the blind. Turning up. Day shift versus night shift. Night shift is me all the time. Especially now I work in the dark. Who cares what you look like? No one's gonna see you. And that wraps it up. In summary, I think medical memes are very relatable. and sometimes they make you feel better about your job knowing that other people are going through the same thing you are. I don't know how funny they are, but they're definitely relatable. So yeah, we're done. See you guys later. Peace.